than actually solving the problem. Okay, and we worked on multi-bot architecture, performer, project code, robot one. Yeah, I think we need to update with the to be flow, right? On the yesterday's process.
Yes.
Okay, we will. So today is what's today for you? Is it Thursday? Thursday, and by today, actually, we should complete this particular use case, or maybe one more day you have Friday. So
No,
we'll
today
take
it's
this.
Wednesday. Today it's
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday for you. Okay, I'm using a Indian calendar. Fine. So Wednesday. So we have one more day. Choose Wednesday and Thursday. 2 more days to complete this particular use case. And Friday, I'm going to give you a new use case for you to work on. Okay, but that use case, I'm expecting you to first create a PDD and diagrams and the documentation, and then go with the code. Okay, everything should be done.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and here you go with to be process. So I will open task manager, sorry, task capture again. Maybe we'll have the task capture open. We'll see the particular items. Okay, open from PC. Downloads, GitHub. So where is my GitHub? Sorry, this one. Code. Vajrang, and August 2022. Week 2. On. I should have it, right? I've actually stored it. Data report. Okay, fine. I'll start from scratch. There is no way, no other way. I'll start with a new document. See, the process will be a bit different on how you work with as this process to be process. Do we have any Pega use case? Do we have PDD? From which machine did we generate a PDD? Did I share the PDD or image with you or not? Let's
No.
take Patil's Chetan's use case. Chetan Patil, yeah. What is this man? Let me just check GitHub. GTUI. Downloads, happy developer in 30 days. Repository, open, browse main files. Cancel. Repository. See, this is the problem. I didn't ask you to work with this one. The remote and this should be there in our GitHub. Sorry. GitHub. So issues or code. This is my code, and then here we have Chetan. Chetan, where is your code?
Yeah, just click on those two dots.
Chetan, 2 dots. Okay.
I think you have not merged the pull request.
Request. Is this one? Is it the one?
Yes. So you want a PDD, so I can commit it. PDD is not there.
Okay, send me the PDD, please, or else just send me the picture of as is process.
Okay, okay.
So in the to be process, we are trying to develop a to be process. File save as, I will just save it so that it will be available for you. So I will just add, build a diagram, insert swim lane and horizontal. So Chetan already built it with the horizontal swim lane. I'm sorry, vertical swim lanes. I'm using a horizontal swim lane. Okay, so this also you can use. So swim lanes basically represents, I can take it as a application. So we are using Pega application. We'll be using Excel application. And we'll be using what? We'll be using Word document, and we'll also be using Outlook to send out emails. Okay, start with empty sequence. So what exactly is happening? Login to Pega. Okay, so in case of any exception, now we will throw an error, or we'll take it as a um, use case that can be just replicated. So log into Pega. If Pega is successful, like on success. Okay, now there are multiple things that we can do here. So here, let's add this one on top. Yeah. So if you see here, log into Pega, and if it is successful, then I can have it in the top. Okay, I can have two options, successful and failure. So can add it on the right. So this is failure. Send error message with screenshot. Okay, and if it is successful, then what are the steps that we need to do? So extract inventory. I'm just trying to open my inventory. Pega training open span login. User password. So let's go ahead to inventory, extract inventory details. Inventory, and then add to Excel, extract inventory details and add to inventory sheet. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Okay, Excel. Add to inventory sheet. Okay, then again, go back, add a sequence. This goes back into this particular Pega application. I'm just trying to add in detail steps of all the activities. Now, after extracting inventory, or you can do something like this. I will first extract inventory and I will save it to data table. And then I can just go ahead and I will delete this one. So this design can be anything. I will extract what products. I will extract beverages and seasoning. Extract beverages and seasoning. Seasoning. And then I will extract stores. So I'll just delete this one. I'll just delete this one. Extract stores. Okay. Now, after extracting all the stores, what's that something that we need to give? We need to add the values, right? So I'll just take it to Excel. Add inventory. Add data to inventory sheet. add data to beverages sheet, add data to seasoning sheet, add data to store sheet. Okay, so at one sequence, we are adding all the details. Okay. Now, in case of any exception with this particular values, what we can ideally say is send out a exception, or I can just add it something like this. Okay, so in case of any exception, we can just write out a message, or I can just add, can just insert, or I can just copy paste. In case of any error, any business, any failure, take screenshot and send email business users. So why did I write on the outside? Any specific reason? Why did I write it on the outside?
Maybe it's applicable for all. I mean, it's common.
Exactly, because it can be any error, right? It can be a Pega error, it can be an Excel error, or it can be a Word error, it can be Outlook error. So we are identifying whatever the error it is, and we are trying to get the values. Okay. Now here we are checking with adding the data. Once we add the data, if it is successful, then we need to filter out here again. Filter out all the items. Filter item for each item. You can take it as, I will just minimize this one. And I will take it to the top. Maybe in Excel, we'll have multiple other things that we are trying to do. Okay. For each item from inventory. Okay, I'm checking this as a for each item, and I'm just checking if the requirement. So what is the requirement? I'll just go back to my data. So this is my data that I have extracted. I worked with the code somehow and I have extracted it. Let's see if we have it or not. No, this is not the one. Sorry, I'm checking at the wrong place. From August. Okay. Week 2. So this is my use case. So here you go. I will check, or I will filter out all the items that are having order more in their items. Okay. Why? Because if there is no order more option in this Excel, then there is no need for me to order items, right? Let's take that as a sample. If on hand contains order more, then work with it. For each item, maybe I can just filter out all the items before this one. Instead of getting this items, I can, if for each item, okay, just let me just add it. I can do as per my requirement for each item. If this contains inventory to add more, then I can do something like this. Contains items to add more. I can just add a sequence. I can just add a sequence at the bottom. Okay, this is yes, add more. And this is no. If it is not having a value, then no need to process. So this is a business rule exception that you can take. Okay, and here you can take it as empty sequence. Now in this, get the product ID. Product ID in filter product ID. And what should we match? And the category. Get filter product ID from filtered or required category. Or I can also do something like this. I can still add one more decision block over here. So here this goes something like this. I will check with this particular item. Delete, delete. So I'll just add out here. Category equal to seasoning. If it is seasoning, filter product ID from seasoning. Okay, I'm just updating here. So if it is not matching, let's assume that it is not seasoning, then what option do we have? What is the other option do we have if it is not seasoning?
Beverages section.
Beverages.
Exactly. So this can be a beverages. Filter product ID in beverages. Now here we have one more option, like got product, required product. Okay, so for both items we have got required product. Okay, so if we did not get the required product, then what should we do? For example, here, let's assume that we did not get the product while filtering. Then send out a business exception. Product not available. Okay, whatever the product that we are trying to filter, that product is not available. But if we have the product, so we'll add it on the left. Maybe I'll just add it on the right. I will add it here. I just need to move some items left and right. But if the item is if the item is available, then what we need to do? We need to extract. What do we need to extract?
New price.
Extract new price. And then we also need to identify this particular item, right? Extract a location. Location, filter location in stores. Or identify location in stores. Okay, so just observe what kind of detail are we trying to add in here. At what level are we adding all these values? So this one, just add this, just add this. So if I'm able to identify the location in stores, then extract address. If it is not available, then what should I do? Send a business rule exception stating that address not available or store not available. Okay. Now, after extracting address, what else can we do? So do we need to add it to the sheet? Create row with all the values, like whatever values we have, just create a row with it. Product ID, category, on hand, cost, pricing, with all the inventory columns. Add new price along with new price and address. Okay, so once that is done, we need to continue with the next item, right? Is it right or not?
Yes, yes.
So can we do something like this? For each from the inventory, can we just add next item exists? Or can I just change this one to let's add one more item, decision block. So next item exists. Let's go ahead with this one and I will just remove it. So next item exists, then go with this. If the next item is not existing, then go ahead and close this particular process. So what I will try to do is I will try to select all the items. Just need to move it a bit next. Okay. So here we go. Come on. If I had mouse, then it would have been easier for me. I don't have mouse and I am using my keypad. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just add it on the top. I'll go to the next item. Okay. So I'll just try to take it from here to here. Okay. Excuse me for this. Okay, what exactly it's happening is I'm trying to fetch an item and I'm trying to process all the activities for that particular item. And after completion of that particular item, and I'm checking if the next item exists or not. If next item exists, then continue the process. If next item not exists, then what we need to do? Create a report. Or I can just add a sequence. Update all orders to Word. Just try to increase the size. Update all orders to Word.
Oh, we need to add first the 3 to Word. Top 3.
Yeah, maybe I just need to filter that one as well. So if there are no items, then filter top 3 items with highest price. Okay, after filtering, then add it to Word. So this word should come in at the bottom. I'll just add this word here in the word panel. Okay, so once that is completed, then what is the next activity? Send word.
An email.
Send an email with attachment word. Okay. Now, after sending a word, can we end it?
Yes.
End the process. So just see the detail at which we went for each and every step. Here we can do something like this. If we are not able to write it to Word, again send a business rule exception. Like we can go with that. But anyhow, we have mentioned it over here, right? If there is any error, just go ahead and take that particular error. Okay, I can export it, file, save as. Where is my week 2? I'll just add it over here to be process updated. Okay, let's see with the diagram. Week 2, Pega use case to be process diagram. I will also export it to an image file, export, so file, export to an image, to be process diagram. I'll just change it. Yeah. So here you go. Okay. I may need to zoom in a lot more, but can you see all the steps? I need to recreate this diagram. Basically, I need to move things front and back. But are you able to understand the level of diagram that we have created?
Yes, yes.
So this is what bot should do, right? Let's
Yes.
go with as is process, whatever you have created. So that you have documented for yourself. Can you show me the as is process? Is it there in the chat?
Yes, yes, it's in the chat.
Okay, let's save it. Download. Download it. Let me just take it away and let's add it over here as a screenshot. Okay, is it a task capture? Okay, so this is the as is process that he created. File, save as, task capture document. Let's change it, export it. File, export. Will not do a task capture at this level. To be process diagram. Oh, sorry, as is. Okay, we'll just go with what is the steps, what are the steps, basic steps. Just see in as is process and to be process. We have a lot of details that are mentioned in. We are checking with each and every step that the bot is doing. Okay, if there need to be a send screenshot because that is not a part of as is process, right? That is in a to be process. What we need to do validation. What kind of implementation do we need to do? In here, we also need to mention business rule exceptions as well. We mentioning business rule exceptions as well. So it failed at specific set. It failed in fetching product ID. It failed at fetching in this particular ID. Okay. Can you understand it? The difference? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, but
Okay, so this diagram we will also keep it in the PDD. Sorry, yeah, PDD. Okay. Let's go ahead and close it. And close it. Okay, now there is a requirement. We are able to get all the values. Now tell me something. If one person is working on one project, that is fine. If multiple people are working on a single project, then how can that be worked? Or how can we work on that activity? how can we work on that activity? Come on. Don't be idle. At least tell something. Tell that you don't know.
We'll divide the activities like who needs to perform what.
Okay, but where will you divide it? How can you divide it? Who will divide it?
Mm,
Sure,
Project
you're
lead or
trying to
Scrum
tell some
project lead
Scrum
or
Master.
Scrum Master will divide the task. Will divide the whole project into tasks, and they will assign tasks to each person who is working on that particular project.
Let's say that there are only 2 members. Then how will you divide?
Uh, the complete login functionality, business expansions. Uh, the output will be given to one person, and the core activity performing the engine, I can say, will be given to one person. It's a guess, I think.
Well, the guess is correct.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling. If you speak, then we'll be able to do more. Okay, to be process flow completed. Can I mark it as completed? Okay, so today is day 9. So we'll see with task assignment with GitHub. So we are trying to use GitHub. So if you see in GitHub, here is my GitHub. There is something called issues. Okay, so earlier these were created by the previous teams and these are assigned to those members. So let me just give you an example of all these items. So the requirement is API create a PDD, create SGD, create structured template project structure, create process flow using task capture, create UAT testing, create deployment documentation, project documentation, project development, create runbook. So can you understand that every activity that we did till now is a issue that we need to work on? Okay. Did you understand or not?
Yes.
Okay. So here we will create few issues and we will close. Delete, assign, project mark as closed. I'm just closing all the issues that are there for the previous members and I'm creating new issues for you. So now you collaborate and let's try to write the issues over here. I'm writing, sorry. Let's create all the issues in one document. Close. Inventory use case. Let's create a new document. Everyone come to Word, come to this document. This is Pega automation. Work items. Okay. So just list down each and everything that will be there from the initialization state till the deployment state. Everything you can list down. So I'll just write out the basic things. Documentation, development, testing, deployment. Okay. And what you need to do in each stage. So go ahead, everyone come to this document. Next 10 minutes, we are going to just write what do we need to do. We'll not go into code. In documentation, what do we need to do? Okay. Here, Pratyusha, go ahead, Pratyusha. What about others? Don't make me to be a manager for you. You want me to be a manager for you? Let's see how, if I'm a manager for you, then let's see how you will be treated.
Do we need to write like in PDD what all we need to do, or it's just PDD?
Just write out whatever you want, no problem. Krishna, what happened with the work assigned with for you? Satish, Krishna, Kalingraj, Sai Kumar, Patil, Anvesh. I have given you a work, and why are you not able to complete it? Why are you taking so much time? I'm seeing only 3 members. What happened to others? I'm not going to do it. If you are expecting me to do it for you, I'm not going to do it. That's for sure.
I'm not able to find the document where it is.
Satish, it's in our files. I need detailed description. Create PDD document. In create PDD document, you can have subtasks like create as is diagram, create process diagram, to be process diagram. What is dividing task using Azure methodology? I didn't get that.
Yeah, but then in development, we are dividing the task like you said before.
Write it.
No, I'm
What is
not able
Azure?
to click.
What is Azure methodology? No one knows here.
I'm not able to click Vajrang. It's not
Where
going back. The documentation thing.
reopen it.
Okay.
Krishna, what is HLD and LLD? I don't know that.
Yeah, Vajrang, low level design and high level design.
What you need to test it. So what are you doing in that low level design, high level design testing? What are you testing?
Yeah, in the testing aspect, we will come to know, right, what to be we need to test and what is the requirement.
So you need to write it. What is it? What is high level design? What is low level design? What activity will you do in low level design and high level design?
No. We are just reading the document. As the testing team, we need to read the scope.
Okay, maybe you need to explain a bit more on that.
Just reviewing the document we can write. Reviewing the
I
scope of
am
the
seeing
requirement.
how many members in the document, 6 members only. What happened to others?
Then we are not able to find that file.
Which file? Just refresh the page. Hmm? Hmm. Did we complete it? Okay, let's wait. Please hold on. See my screen. See the screen. Okay. Here we have some things like documentation, development, testing, and deployment, right? So in projects in GitHub, like this is my page. So normally we have something called projects. In this, we will be able to create all the activities. Okay, so let me just go back to projects and then let's go ahead and delete this one, close project. Oh, sorry. Let me just check it back. Reopen. Group check. Okay. This one, it's private. So let's update this one. Update settings. This is a public project, manage access. Manage. I can give it to members. Manage access. So I can give like all the team members access for this particular project. Okay, so can you just tell me your usernames? Anyone?
So mine is CP 5463.
5463.
Yes,
This one?
yes, yes, yes.
So I can give, or I can add you as an admin. I can give you as a read access as well. But for now, what I will do is I will change, or I will manage this project as invite collaborators. I need to change this as a project settings, danger zone, visibility. Yeah, let it be a public project. Okay. Now you will be able to see this project. Can you please come to my GitHub profile and see this project? Go to Vajrang. In that Vajrang, you can see something called projects. Here you will be able to see August inventory management. Can you see it? CP, what is that full name? Or what is the ID? CP?
5463.
5463.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
giving you a read access, or you can also. Yeah, you can see this project. You cannot make any changes, but you can see this project. So like this, you will be able to add this project for your dashboard as well. Like your task, if you are given a project, you will be given or assigned to one project. And in this project, use control space to add an item. So let's go ahead and add this particular item. So what's the documentation that you have done? So there is something called documentation, development, testing, and deployment. So these can be added. So documentation. Okay, we need to do documentation and development, testing, and deployment. Okay, so let's see with documentation. There is no description that's given in documentation. So I can just edit this documentation and I can just add all the list of items, insert a code, or I can also insert list of, add a task list. Let me just add it. Status is in done. Assign is, I can assign it to one particular person or whomever I want. For example, I want to give documentation activity completed to Chetan. I will give it to Chetan. I'm assigning it to Chetan. Save and then close. Now let's go back and see what's there, something that's added up. I can go back to my repositories. Okay, I can just go on with my issues. If you see here, there are multiple issues that are available. I can go ahead into the, sorry, let's go with whatever we can do. RP developer in 30 days. Issues. Okay, let's create a new issue. So that new issue is create PDD. This one, whatever you have written, let's go ahead and add it. So what is this? Create process definition document. Okay. Create process definition document is one issue, and this comes under documentation. Okay. Now here assign is I can assign it to anyone, but let it be here. Project, I can select my project. And I can add it as a milestone if I want, but for now milestone is not available, so I can ignore. I will see where milestone is available. Shows the branches you pull request. So here, what is the requirement I need to do? Do I need to add all these values in my activity? All these are my tasks that I need to complete. Submit as a new issue. Okay, if I just click on something, I can get it, but try to understand. Now to complete process definition document, what do I need to do? I need to create a as is process. I need to create a requirements completion. I need to create a to-be process flow. So as I change the status, can you see the tasks that are getting updated? Can you see it or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so since these are not completed, I will just uncheck these ones. Something that you can do is, so this is my issue, right? So this is one issue. Okay, I can create sub issues for this issue. Copy. Okay, create a new issue. I can add create as is flow, process flow, and I can add it again. I can follow the same steps. Okay. Now, if I create this issue, can you see this 5717517? Now, this will be a sub issue for this particular document. Edit. I will just mention #157. Create as is process flow. So I can just remove this one. I can add hash.
Wisdom, normally we do the same in Jira, right?
Yeah, you will do the same in Jira. Instead of using Jira, I'm using this one.
Okay.
Update comment. Now edit, or I can just edit it. Create process flow. And update content. Now here you go. This is my 157th item. Now I just need some formatting. That's it. So I'll just add particular item. Update comment. Let's see. Okay. So here you cannot check the task, but what you can ideally see is this is one task, right? If you close this issue or if you complete this as is process task, if I just close the issue. Okay, now if I go back to this main task, I can see that this is completed. Okay, so if I just go ahead, let's maintain this one. Let's change this. Let's add a task and let's add hash. This one, update comment. Okay, if I see all these items, I can see every item that is completed. Let's add one more task. Edit task, edit. Delete, update comment. Just need to add it somehow. #157 preview. And this will be my task list. Task list. And update comment. Let's preview this one. So this is my item. Now after completion of #157, I can just add one more item, maybe creation of process definition document. This is already there. let's add one more thing. Sorry, I'm taking extra time. I just need to make you understand this particular activity. So let's create new one more issue. So in this issue, let's create as is process flow. So this is one more issue or something that I need to complete. Submit a new issue. So to create a PED, or let's go back 97 closed as is process flow. Let's reopen this one. Okay, let's go back to, so see here, this is tracked in 516. We will be able to identify where exactly it is tracked also. Edit. Okay, hash 518. Update comment. Maybe I just need to update this one. This is not as is process flow. This is created to be process flow. Go to this 518. Let's update this one. Edit. Cancel. Process definition document 518. Yeah, edit this issue. Create to be processed. Save. Now, if I go and check in this PDD, I will see something like this. Create as is process flow, create to be process flow. So let's assume that this to be process flow. Can someone reply to this particular item? Or if I just go back and see this one, projects, if I just go ahead and assign this particular item, PDD. So this is also assigned, create this one. This is also assigned. So all this activity, who will do this activity? Who will do this activity? Creating the issues and assigning, giving it to other members.
Scrum Master.
Scrum Master.
Yes. So now we have added this project to this one. Now see here. In documentation, here we are able to see all these activities that are with no status. So Scrum Master will decide which one to be done. Okay, first go ahead and complete to be process flow. Okay, now if it is completed, then it will automatically be moved. Or let's say that this gets completed. Close issue. And let's close it. So where did it move? Directly? Can you see that it moved to done state?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if I just reopen it again and close it. Okay, so I just need to take it back to to-do state or in progress state. So all the details or this dashboard will be accessible to all the project teammates, and you need to check with this particular dashboard and understand, okay, this is what I need to do. And these are the items that are available. And if you open this one, let's try to see the changes. Assignees, I can add an assignee. So can someone give their ID? What are your IDs? You can see it over here. Go to your GitHub and you can see your ID over here. Let's assume that this is again given to Chetan. Add assignees. What is Chetan? What is your ID? C.
CP 5463.
5463. Let's try and see it.
It's labeled
Chetan Patil. Work office. Comment. Okay. Let's try to change the assignee. There should be some place I can assign it. Chetan, can you please reply to this one? Just say that, okay, I will work on it.
yes.
or if possible, you can assign it to for yourself as well. Did you reply? And by the way, I am able to track each and everything that's happening in my GitHub here. I have actually connected it. So each and everything that's happening in my GitHub, I will be able to see in my teams directly. You can also do it in your teams if you want, but that's not mandatory. I'll take one last minute. Let Chetan reply and then we'll see. Chetan? Replying
So
or
I've
not?
added one comment there.
I added one comment. Let's just refresh and see. So I will also be able to see Chetan. Maybe that's not available. Creation is available. Let's see. Sure. Let's add an assignee. Chetan, you are assigned. Can you see that in your items? In your issues?
Okay, let me check.
And here on the top, you will be able to see who is it assigned to. Okay. Now, what I want all of you to do, create at least one person create one issue. Go to Vajrang. Okay. Create issues. Go to RPA developer in 30 days. Go to issues. Create an issue. You have documented everything, right? Everyone create at least one issue. Just write your name next to it. And then you add that issue. I'm seeing the details. So this is created by me already. See, this also I have created. And this one I have created. So others, write your name next to it so that the same item will not be created by other person. And then create an issue. I'm not seeing any changes. Whatever. Do we still have you? Do I still have everyone or not? Guys, please reply. First update in the document, your name, then create an issue. I'm giving you the link for issues as well. You can use that link. Directly navigate and create an issue. Anyone updated? Satish, thank God you are here. What about others? dividing the
created issue.
task.
Person has
Task.
created an issue. Is
Yeah.
it available for you also?
Let me just refresh. It will be available. Yes, business rule exception. Murali Krishna survey. I will assign it for you, Murali. Projects, I will just add. Yep, this is done, updated. And this is the part of what? Documentation, right? So I'll just edit this issue. Cancel, edit, cancel, edit. Hash. Test cases that comes under test case update comments. Okay, so here I can do something like this. In my projects, there are some milestones. How to add a milestone? I just forgot how to add a milestone. Milestone. They have shown you initial statistics over presentation, right? So this is what we are doing. Just see the amount of changes we are making for one single project. Code frequency. Daily we are trying to update the data or information. Pull request. There is week 2 Satish. I will just not in the pull request. Satish, your pull request is missed.
Okay, Vajra.
So this is for testing issues. Let me go with projects. Are you able to understand how we are doing project management or not? We are assigning task. Convert to an issue. Okay, so in documentation, cancel. I can edit all the items that I can add. Save and close. So each and so development is also one of the issue. Okay, testing is one issue. And this deployment is also one more issue. Creation of PDD comes under documentation. So I can check which one to be targeted first. So in this documentation, open link in new tab. So edit issue. Okay, this is fine. Edit description. So I can just add what I'm tracking here. I am tracking. Okay. I can just give the ID. What is this ID? PDD, that is 516. I can just give the 516 ID here. Okay, update comment. So if I need to complete documentation, I need to complete this PDD. The same way I can have tasks for STD, I can have tasks for other items as well. Okay, and label, this is coming into documentation. And milestone, I'll just try. But let's see with projects. Okay, now documentation comes into to do. If there is an item in to do, that means it should be assigned to someone. If it is in progress, it means that it is assigned to someone already. Someone is working on it. If it is into done, it means that that activity is completed. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is create all the issues that you can think of, because tomorrow we are going to work on those issues. Okay, one more question. Now, did you understand why does it take too long a time to work on one simple project? Why does it take 2 weeks or 1 week or at least 3 weeks of time to do one single project? Did you understand it or not? Why can't we just write the code? Chetan, you're trying to answer something?
No, I got it. Yeah.
But the question is, why do we need 1 week or 2 weeks to write or complete a project? Why not only 1 day?
So basically everything should be planned, each activity. So we should not miss the documentation or some important steps like code review or something. So
Exactly.
some plan should be followed.
Even that development will have a future issues such as change management, we can say that.
Yep.
Okay, so if this is not documented properly, if any change comes in the future,
Yep.
those will not be available.
Okay, done, guys. Let's close for the day. I hope you enjoyed the call.
Yeah.
So, but